This is Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
This Morphin Network video is sponsored by Range Stop Convention and Ranger Stop and Pop. Have you ever wanted to see all your favorite Power Rangers together in one epic convention? Go to Ranger Stop! Ranger Stop and Pop. March 5th to the 7th, 2021. Atlanta, Georgia. Ranger Stop 8. November 11th to the 14th, 2021. Orlando, Florida. Get your tickets now.
Hey, oh, needless to say, I keep her in check. She was a bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm wrecked. Crashing my place, baby, you're a wreck. Needless to say, I keep her in check. She was a bad, nevertheless. Calling it quit now, baby, I'm wrecked. Crashing my place, baby, you're in check. Digging my bad way, loosen your grip. Scream at my face, baby, don't trip. Someone took an L.
Hey, Leonard, I don't get it. What does it mean?
Wait, who are you talking about? Who's Leonard?
Oh, Peter Parker. What's up?
No.
Wow.
You don't know who I am? I'm Miles Morales. I'm Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You want selfie? You want selfie, bro?
Okay, sure.
Wait, so do you think all Spider-Man are the same?
Sort of.
I did like a whole movie where there's a bunch of, Spider-Man from other universes and stuff. What's up? What's up with that?
And I suppose that red guy with the two swords is also Spider-Man.
Right? Like, what was his name again? Like, he would never shut up.
Oh,
Deadpool,
I know.
That's that fool's name. Deadpool. He never shuts up. I don't know how other Spider-Man be dealing with him, but geez. No, look, we're two different people. It's okay. I'm gonna let you slide on that. Matter of fact, I'll give you a free autograph. All right.
I got some breaking news, guys. We found the real identity of the new Black Spider-Man. His name is Psycho Fox.
Who's that guy? Oh my god, he looks kind of nerdy.
That is you.
What are you talking about? I'm not who that guy. I'm Miles Morales, man.
Anyways, hello guys.
Look alike.
Hey.
Welcome to our episode of Ranger Podcast Live. Yes, we have me, Ryan, aka Dagger Boy, over here. Kent, K's Red, Psycho Fox, Dancing Fox, Black Miles Morales, Spider-Man. You know, it's Halloween. Let him dress up.
Okay, you do realize Miles Morales is black and Latino, right? You don't have to say Black Miles Morales.
We have Boki Kabuto here leading. So what's up, man?
Funny that we're talking about the Black Spider-Man because I'm watching a Black Kamen Rider. More specifically, Kamen Rider Black.
Yes, or Spider-Man. All right, anyway, guys. So, today's episode, finally, the crossover that has been teased or showed 2 years. I told you!
Psycho Fox.
Anyway,
back to no. Old man Leonard.
Anyways, real quick, happy because I don't know if we're doing the episode next week, but in case we're not, happy Halloween to everyone. Please be safe, social distancing, and do Spider-Man masks. Just saying, they're very easy. You can buy one for like $40. Anyways, go.
Did you shave?
Actually, listen, if I'm gonna be Miles Morales, I had to get the fade. You feel me? I had to represent Brooklyn somehow. You know, I'm not from Brooklyn.
Anyway, guys, welcome to a very special episode of Radio Podcast Live. We have talking about finally the crossover that was teased and rumored before Beast Morphers came out. The Dino Charge, Dino Thunder, and My Morphin crossover, Grid Connection. So you guys didn't know this crossover is based on the Go Buster movie. What's it called? Was it 100?
It's Kyorager versus Go Busters.
Yes. Yes, and
A very misleading title, I should ask.
yes. Originally we thought that this crossover would appear during Dino Charge, but due to not having the rights to the movies yet, to Sentai movies, they weren't able to do it. But finally, thanks to Beast Morphers, we were able to get this crossover.
Yes.
But anyways, let's start with the episode. Ken.
Okay. I'm going to start off by saying, I love Kuuhyuja vs. Go Busters. I think it's a fine special, but it kind of felt like it was mainly made to give Power Rangers this adaptation. And for the most part, I think it did very well. It has issues, it's a little rushed, but overall, I've seen much worse hyped up episodes than this. And it did some cool things, and it was satisfying. One problem, though, that I do have with it that I want to mention right quick. Devin must have been hit on his head recently, or he was attacked by this woman, because that was a bit of a character reset. He seems to be suffering from season 1 itis. But overall, that's my 2 cents. Someone else go.
I would say this. I went in with low expectations because even throughout the last 3 parts of Grid Connection, I went with low expectations because I watched Dimensions in Danger. You guys know exactly how I feel about that. Go to twitch.tv/Charles and watch Jim Cornette booking Power Rangers for more info. But even though I'm like, okay, it's a 3-parter, okay, cool. What's gonna be the difference? How is this gonna play out? But as y'all saw, part 1, fantastic. You want to know how you do a prologue? That's a fantastic way to bring in the Dino Charge Rangers, have them team up with the Grid Battle Force Rangers, and everything like that. I'm not gonna stop calling Beast Morpher Rangers. I'm just calling Grid Battle Force Rangers. It's great. Second episode, y'all saw how I booked it. There was ways they could have booked the episode better with not a generic ending, but it still did the job right. It was fan service done right when it comes to reintroducing villains from the past. I like that. This episode, although has flaws, which we will talk about, this was a pretty good payoff. It could have been done better, but from what we got, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how it is a proper closure to Dino Charge, because at this specific time, this is the closing the Dino Charge. It wasn't the ending. It wasn't the Ninja Steel crossover. It's this, and I enjoy it, and I like that. It was a good payoff and a good closing chapter of Dino Charge, and they bring him back for Dino Fury. Cool, but if not, I'm happy that that Brendan Mejia finally got to do this movie, and everyone else who were part of the Dino Charge cast, because I know they wanted to do this movie too. I'm glad that they got the chance to do it. So shout out to our boy Brennan, shout out to our boy Yoshi, shout out to Davi, and everyone else on the cast. Good job.
And James,
I think considering the flow of Power Rangers specifically, I think it was smart to do Dino Charge before Beast Morphers when it comes to adapting this crossover. And I know this isn't the reason why that happened. Like Dagger Boy already brought that up, but I think it's for the best because if they did do Beast Morphers first and then Dino Charge, then when they do the crossover, it just wouldn't make sense why the Beast Morpher Rangers are just there when you have this triple Dino team up. But because they're doing this in a Beast Morpher season instead of Dino Charge, then they have good reason why they have this team that doesn't fit in with the other 3 teams there, because this is our season. You can't kick us out in our season. With that said, I tried walking with no expectations because I have been disappointed by other crossover episodes in the past. Legendary Battle. But while it is better than a lot of the recent crossover seasons, I do still have issues with this one. And don't get me wrong, compared to Dimensions in Danger, this season had better build-up leading up to the episode. But I still think the episode itself, like this third part is feels just as rushed as the Ninja Steel crossover. For reasons I'm going to go into when we do our breakdown.
All right then.
Okay,
And big boss.
for me,
Oh, sorry.
when I first watched it, I actually gave it a low score. Well, not a low score, but like it was still high, but like not like the perfect.
No.
But rewatching it again these past 4 days, let's say without the build up, without the past 2 episodes, or heck, even 3 episodes, this episode would not work. But thanks to the 3 episodes, I'll give you an example. Like look at like some. I'll give you an example. Look at some movies. Like sometimes the main actor is not. Well, let's say the main actor is not really that like charming, but the supporting characters are helping carry the movie.
Right.
That's why I think about a great connection. So
without the cast, it wouldn't work.
No, like let's say the supporting actors is the episodes, right? The previous episodes. Like, all right, I'll give a better term. How about this? Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Without Empire, Return doesn't really work. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, think of it like this way: Mystic Force would not work without Phineas, Genji, Claire, Lily, or what's his name, the owner of the record store.
Yeah. Yeah. Or here, one more example. Let's say Captain America: Civil War. That movie would not really work without the past movies. So basically, that was just like a lead up to that. So because by itself, it's not. Look at Batman vs Superman. It did not work because there was no lead up and no films before it had. See, now
I'm gonna stop you right there, Ryan, because there might be some cult of Snyder fans that might come after our heads. And
I like the movie. Honestly, I kind of wanted you to kind of defend it, but it's still bad. But I actually did. It's still bad, but I enjoyed it.
It is. Like I don't care what anyone says. Like Ben Affleck needed his own movie. I'm sorry. And don't get me wrong, I think Pattinson's going to do a fantastic job on the way they're about to set it up. But Batfleck should have got his own movie. We're not talking about Batfleck. We got to talk about Power Rangers.
Anyway, so.
Ryan, a bit of an example of an opposite effect of this. So you could basically watch the original 4 Batman movies without seeing. Like you can
without watching the previous ones.
Yeah, without watching the previous ones. But for movies like Harry Potter, you kind of need to see all of them.
Yeah,
exactly.
Even with Batman Returns being the most direct of all the 3 sequels to the first one, you could still watch Batman Returns without watching the first Batman.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, let's
go to Power Rangers. This is the Justice League of Power Rangers. Let's go. I'm gonna go first. So, Keeper comes back and is like, "Hey, so guys, I saw a vision. Y'all all die, but I don't know how, but y'all die. But Devin, I see you specifically getting hit by a meteor. Okay, no, it does not house the Green Lantern ring, but you get hit by a meteor. And Devin." And I will, you know what, Ken? I will defend you. Had season 1 itis because he's like, hey, look, man, it's all good. Listen, you sound like the Morpher Grid ain't all that stable, Like it's kind of fake news, but I gotta go to this tournament. I gotta go play Street Fighter Cross 99
hologram
versus whatever hologram wars. And he's like, I got it. I got you covered. All right.
Yeah, when Devin was talking in the first part of this episode, it gave me those flashbacks of one of the first episode 3 of Beast Morphers. He's like, this is like a video game. This is like a video game. This is like a video game. I could have lost all my character development.
For me, it felt like it felt like a Zoe moment from a few episodes earlier.
Yes, it was. But here's the difference: Zoe's got herself killed because she didn't follow orders. Devin's like, yo, keep me posted. If I will come back if things hit the fan. Which they do. Because not only did Devin almost get killed by an asteroid, Earth 3 calls and say, yo, Goldar Maximus is here. He is running he is running the hands. We need help. They all go into the portal, and you're probably, and I even wondered this: why was Davi and why was Ivan and Tyler not morphed? But I'm like, well, if Coda and Chase are still more likely or not, Snide must have grabbed both of Tyler and Ivan's Dino Energy Gems. Okay, fine, cool. So they get in there, they're fighting Snide, they're fighting Goldar, Putties, and the monsters from Dino Charge and Dino Thunder. And it's a pretty cool looking fight. It looks like it is going down, which again, I would have said that Tyler's Stretch Call should have been the end to the previous episode, but I digress. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Snide takes out Chase, Goldar seismic tosses Coda out of the forest, demorphs and takes his Energy Gem and takes out the Beast Morpher Rangers, or not, Great Battle Force Rangers. And Devin goes back and he's like, hey, yo, so, Keeper, remember that little vision you told me about people dying and me getting hit by an asteroid? Yeah, that kind of happened.
Hey, yeah. Going to that continuity. See again. Remember the episode where the cheater with the sister tried to beat him in a contest and he became champion. At least they acknowledge it. Hey, he's still the defending champion of that contest. So continuity.
Right. Yeah. Something I want to mention right quick about this battle. You all may be questioning why Miss Morgan, Zenowing, and Tyler's dad and Prince Philip aren't in on the battle. There is actually a pretty good reason, or possibly, and it's not forced on us like how Neo Saban would do it. So the battle's going horrible. The other Rangers are losing their Energy Gems. The bad guys want their Energy Gems. So calling the other Dino Charge Rangers is basically just giving them a chance to get more Energy Gems. So that's why, he was calling Grid Battle Force, because they are powered by something else. And most likely the other Dino Charge Rangers were just asked to stand down or stay in hiding until this blows over. So, if you choose to see it that way, that's what I think is going on.
I can see that.
And also, Prince Philip has to take care of a country. So remember that.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, I do want to criticize the whole Devin going to that video, the whole neglecting the whole future vision thing. It's like, I mean, me personally, I don't believe in the ability to perfectly infallibly see the future. Now, we do have ways of scientifically calculating a prediction for the future, just not an exact thing. But here's the thing though. Given that in Power Rangers, and not just Power Rangers Beast Morphers, we already established that we have the ability to augment genes, to have super speed, super strength, super jump, the ability to travel between dimensions, the ability to travel to cyberspace, the ability to teleport, and the ability to transmogrify. How can you not have the suspensions of disbelief to have future vision?
Mike. Gee, it's about to finally meet her other friends. Anyway.
Also,
I hate that movie.
Also, just to let you know, Mike, it's Power Rangers. Are you seriously questioning the logic?
Logic Power Rangers?
There is no logic. Logic is for the weak. Do you know how many times we had to question?
You questioned the logic of Power Rangers on multiple occasions.
Yes, and I'm a hypocrite, and I'm willing not to admit.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Last thing I want to mention before we get back on topic, Goldar Maximus. I think he's cool, and for the most part, I think he's very threatening. He's able to take half a Ranger team's powers, and he's leading this pretty deadly war. Now, a lot of people are complaining about his voice, and I can see why people hate it. And this is where this picture comes into play. I've been saving this for a while now. Shoveltron from a few episodes ago, he actually does sound a little bit more like the original Goldar. So I was like, why didn't they just make that guy do that voice for this Goldar instead of, giving him this, it won't, like Christian Bale, won't be when we're through.
Damn, where's Chloe? You need him. He could do the Goldar voice.
Hi.
This guy.
I got Goldar's voice.
Oh, so you think you can replace me as Goldar? I've been doing Goldar since 1993, and I'm still kicking.
Hasbro, this is our boy Mike. He's been a voice actor for I don't know how long, since today. Please give him a job. Anyway, so
I've been officially approved by none other than Kerrigan Mayan. He has the seal of approval.
all right. So Devin gets back to Group Battle Force. Ryan, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, good Battle Force. Okay, so to go to Group Battle Force, but they try to save the Rangers, but Commander Shaw's like, no, wait, there's no way because the teleporter is gone, right? Like they destroy the teleporters. Like, first we see Robbie, like in sorry, no offense to Robbie's, no offense to Jazz, but that acting was kind of cringy. Like, guys, we're being destroyed. But yeah, I love you, Jazz. You're awesome, but that part was kind of cringy. But still, he tells Devin and Grid Battle Force that they're being overrun. Their powers are basically not dumb, but like basically they've been demorphed and stuff, and they're in big trouble, and they need help from Grid Battle Force. But again, the teleporter is basically done. The transmitter, I forgot what call it. You can travel to Earth, different Earths. Portal device, right? So Commander Shaw is like, what can we do now? Until Keeper comes in. Keeper's like, well, I mean, the morphing grid has a lot of things you can do. I mean, you can find a way. And then, so the meteor that crashed into, remember that. So, what's the name of Cheetah? Oh, Cruz, right? Cruz?
Yeah, Cruz.
Cruz shows a meteorite, and it found that the meteorite actually disrupts, like, has electromagnetic energy that disrupts, like, enemy technology. Because Keeper does tell Devin, like, hey, there's other Rangers across the whole world, or heck, maybe the dimension that you can contact.
In the whole multiverse now.
Yeah. So it's like, well, how can we do it? And the only way to go to it is go to the morphing grid itself. And the only way to get through it is through a Morphex tower. But it's dangerous because, of course, the morphing grid is dangerous. If you go into it, you could die.
Exactly.
It's actually kind of true because going back to Overdrive, only Alpha could go in there because it's dangerous to humans. Because you actually seen the morphing grid in Overdrive?
Yes.
Yeah, and only Alpha could go through it because, again, it's dangerous to humans.
That's something I give props to the show about. For all the inconsistencies they've ever had, they've always kept the morphing grid pretty clear. Like, you can't use multiple powers at the same time. It's, like you said just now, only like something non-fleshy can go into it. So cool continuity.
Yeah. So anyway, they go to the Morphex tower, right? And then Devin uses the morphing grid. And he's like calling through. He's like, "Hey, I need help. Well, of course, with the electromagnetic, the meteorite. Need help, please. I need your help right there." And what's funny is that meteorite was actually connected to the morphing grid, coincidentally. And that meteorite turns into the Tyranno Dino Coin and calls in Jason from Angel Grove to come, or whatever he was. So Jason is back. Now put that sticker there. Where's that photo? That's a good photo. Jason is. Hey, keep it on.
Show it.
Yeah, show it. Stop it. Jason is back. The original Red Morphin Ranger is back and strong. We haven't seen Jason since, his actor, Austin St. John, since 2003.
Looking like he's like, who just took my grocery cart?
Yeah.
It looks like, show the picture again. Show it again. He looks like he's about to fight someone because they actually took his grocery cart.
Yeah, but again, Austin John, welcome back to Power Rangers. Well, this is a nice thing. So thank you for playing back for this episode. Anyway, so Devin again, he's awestruck. Like, oh my God, you're Jason, the Red Morphin Power Ranger. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But so Jason asks me, hey, what's the problem? What happened? I'm like, well, my team has been getting bummed up by Goldar. Goldar's back, but he's in another Earth. All right, let's do it. So.
And he's like, wait, I thought Zordon killed Goldar.
Which is
continuity.
True, yes.
And by the way, I'm still mad about because like Goldar should have been saved and Divatox should have been destroyed, not the other way around. Where's Goldar's justice, man?
Anyway, so I think Jason coincidentally has a transporter device. I don't know why they're getting these things, but anyway. Oh yeah, you're fine. Anyway, they go to Earth 3, and then Okay, Ken, you can continue this since you're on.
Okay. So we see like the bad guys are going over their plan. They're using the energems to make something for Evox. We're getting to that. They're gonna make like a big Zord for Evox, and like we see the other Rangers, regrouping. Interesting thing. Now I've been saving this since part 1. The episode, like if you think about it, they actually do kind of give a reason for why Shelby and Riley are morphed the whole time. You see, part 1, it was said in Ninja Steel that you can only use these portal devices in times of big emergencies. And, they were only called in when it was absolutely necessary back in the first part of this 3-parter. And now, for this one, all the other Rangers were not forced to demorph. They're in the middle of a huge battlefield, and they only found a very open and exposed refuge. So it's most likely the smartest thing to do is if you still had your powers or you could still morph, stay in the suit or, just to be safe. So that is what I believe is going on with Shelby and Riley, why they stay in their costumes the whole time. That is, however, except for the ending, that excuse does not work for the ending, but we'll get to that. So Jason and Devin show up, and like everyone's a little shocked, but they don't have time to glory in Jason's thought. And so they all have to, Jason says, we're going to split up. You guys go for the back. We're going to do a frontal attack. And this is also a clever change from the Japanese show, because in Kyuuger versus Go Busters, what the Go Buster team was off doing was fighting the Dino Charge villains, which we saw last week. That part of the mission, however, was already over, so the Go Busters were just absent from the big war. But for here, we actually have the Beast Morphers team be doing their mission while the big fight is going on, which is cool. So the team gets ambushed by Goldar Maximus, and Jason's like, I hope you're better than the last Goldar we defeated. And he's like, oh, I am, and I got an army. And like Jason, takes his coin and it's like, that's not an army. And then suddenly several portals open up, and who should be coming through but
Da, 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 da. Why did they look at go back to the other picture? Why were the MMPR Rangers just looking at them run, and then they run? I'm like, no, y'all run together. Run together.
So
this is an army. Okay,
It's an army.
Okay, ASJ. No disrespect, my guy. No disrespect. That was a little extra. This is an army. I'm like, bro, that's not an army. That's like 12 other people.
That's a platoon at best.
Yeah, that's a platoon. That's not an army. You want to see an army? You're looking at
it's a little bit bigger than a squad,
yes.
But there's no way it's bigger than a platoon.
So I wanted to. Yes, it's not so much an army, just an extra group of people. So what I wanted to ask you guys right quick, who do you think, there's only 3 Mighty Morphin Rangers we can be sure of, Kimberly, Billy, and Jason. Who do you think are in black and the yellow suits?
Zach and either Aisha or Trini.
Because if you look at Trini, the voice and the style she does, it's legit is Trini. And I think it's confirmed by one of the the writers that is Trini. Because they want to honor Twee.
I like to think that when the Mighty Morphin powers were restored, Rocky, Adam, Aisha, and Kat got the ninja versions, and Trini, Zach, and Jason got the dino coins. And the main reason I think this is because in Ninja Steel, Rocky was doing the 8 pose.
Yep, he did. He did do that.
So yes. So the other Rangers show up, join the team, and the 3 Dino Rangers have finally united. And so now it's time for the big it's morphin' time, and all the Dino Charge Rangers are able to remorph, and Jason morphs for the first time in years, well, since Super Megaforce, but it's the real guy this time, so that's awesome. And so this big fight breaks out. We see a few teams working together. We get to see the pterodactyls teaming up, which was cool. We get to see
Triceratopses, the T-Rexes, then you got the strong team, and then you got everyone else.
Yeah, yeah, we see like the T-Rex team joining together and like this big fight, and it all looks cool. Who wants to go next?
Mike has to go next. Mike hasn't talked yet.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I didn't talk. Yeah. Yeah. So we get to see an epic fight scene, and yeah, like Kent said, you got the 3 Red Rangers because they're all Tyrannosauruses. You got 2 Blue Rangers and a pink because they're all Triceratopses. You got pink, yellow, and gold because they're pterodactyls. Then you got 3 other random team members because they're the ones with the super strength, and then you got everyone else which are basically speed, like you got Dino Charge Green with Trini. So yeah, and it's great. The fight scene is epic, but of course in the background you got Evox and Scrozzle making a Dinozord, doing the same way Shelby made hers in Super Dino Charge Continuity.
And they reference that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But because they use multiple different dino DNA, 6 different species to be specific, we then have creating a Chimera Zord. Yes, that is the name of the Zord. And of course, we're in big trouble. What do? The same thing we do every fight. Time to summon the Zords. And of course, first we get Coda and Shelby throw their dino batteries in the air, causing the 3 Dino Charge Zords to combine. And then in the background, we see the other 2 Megazords show up out of nowhere, and it's beautiful. It's falling apart. It's from 2015, and it's just beautiful watching all 3 of them fight together. But of course, in the end, that's not quite enough to destroy the enemy Zord. So what do? We combine our powers. So they basically do a team attack. They do a team attack to finish off the Chimera Zord.
Wait, did you guys mention they destroyed Zor and Goldar with the older weapons? You better mention that.
Yeah, they combine. Yeah, they combined their weapons, all 3 team cannons, into one giant team cannon.
Rhino
It's
cannon.
only a giant spear.
A Dino Spear Cannon and destroys Goldar for. Okay, that part I was like, oh yeah! I was like, damn.
It's kind of the opposite of one of my favorite finishers, where what's it called? Where in one episode of Wild Force, Cole has amnesia, so when they make the Savage Sword, he thinks this is just a regular sword, so he just runs right in, slashing like with the Savage Sword instead of using the team cannon attack.
Yeah. No, here's my favorite part. Oh, God, the Evox! The way Austin St. John said that made me laugh. I can't be the only one who laughed. Like, Evox! So, like, you've never met him!
Hey,
You've never met him!
Wait,
remember, they know what's happening around. Yeah.
I know, but the way
Wait. Early in the episode, Austin St. John said, Devin's like, "Hi, I'm Devin." He's like, "Yeah, Devin, I know who you are. I'm Jason, the original Red Ranger. You were watching Morphers now." So I'm guessing he knows who Evox is too somehow by using the grid. Like, at least I imagine that's what the headcanon's going to be. But yeah, as soon as they destroy, the Chimera Zord, everyone except for 5 specific Rangers demorph, and Austin St. John gives like a speech. It's like, guys, you did great. I know that whether it's this year, next year, 100 years from now, there'll always be Rangers just as good as you are.
Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 99.
Rangers together, and everyone's like, fight forever, whatever they said was like they're always going to like make some kind of like rhyme with the word together. And then everyone just like goes to their respective portals, and that's the end of the episode.
Well, no, they all jump back into Earth 1. Dino Charge Rangers stayed on Earth 3.
No, that's what I said. They jump into their respective portals.
Oh.
Now, I'll say this. As much as people say it's cringy, honestly, that speech actually was uplifting. Because, like,
no, I liked it.
My issue is with the speech.
Like, it is. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, sorry, that's something by my door. Anyway, it is uplifting because it's true. Like, there's still gonna be more Power Rangers in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Mike. What were you trying to say though?
But no, my bigger issue is literally after the speech where like they just end the episode right there.
I mean, again, 22-minute time frame, so.
I know, but
Yeah,
but that goes into what I would have done if I could beat Jim Cornette for a minute.
Don't you say my line!
Enough with
Okay.
What? You want me to be Vince Russo and make it worse?
Hell no. Because
Anyway,
I'm the one with the glasses, sir. I can beat Jim Cornette, but that's all right.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Ryan.
anyway, that speech, yes, that speech. Okay, that's
I'm
an
the one
end.
with the dinosaurs.
Did you mention this, Mike? The
Yeah.
cockpit.
Yes.
I did mention this. No, I mean I didn't mention the cockpits, but I did say they combined their powers.
Yeah, but the cock. Come on.
Yo, I will say this. Do you have the picture with all three Megazords in the sunset?
Sorry, I couldn't get that.
No,
in
we
time.
can get
Okay, it's fine. But I will say, show the other one. Okay, that's fine. But I will say this. We have not seen a crossover where you see all the Megazords since Lightspeed Rescue.
Right.
Not even in Lightspeed Rescue because in Lightspeed Rescue they just get the lights of Orion.
No, but they
No,
show.
the lights-
No,
you gotta-
I'm talking about they show both the Lost Galaxy Megazord and the Lightspeed Rescue Megazord.
Oh right.
They
right,
fought Trakina 2.0. Like we haven't seen another crossover with a Megazord battle since then. It's been 20 years, and happy 20th anniversary to Lightspeed Rescue. It's been 20 years, and we're here now. And I have to say, it could have been a longer fight. But however, that sunset, and unfortunately we don't have it, but that sunset scene, it takes the cake. It really does.
Yeah.
And eat it too.
Let's say this. I mean, as much as people have been complaining the episode being too short. I mean,
Oh yeah, like dude, we're gonna have people like.
I mean, I'll say this. The episode works well. Yes, sure, but it actually works well because of the past few episodes.
Mhm.
You can count this as again. If this was the movie, this would have been the final act, not just of one episode, 3-arc arc. I'll just say that.
Yeah, and compared to how Ninja Steel's crossover ended, I like this one better. Was there really more of a story? No, it wasn't. Like compared to last week's episode, which the episode ended in such a generic.
I'm not saying that
No,
Ninja
I'm not
Steel
saying-
crossover didn't have the same problem.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying in general,
Mhm.
like just last week's episode ended in such a generic way. Hence the reason why I gave it a lower score of a 9 because it was not a 10 at all. But I like this ending. I like it. There are problems with the episode which I think we're going to go into because that's the end of the episode. So I think the three men who have actually no. I keep calling Kabuto. Mike, since we've seen the episode before you did. We watched when the episodes got leaked. We watched the crossover. What is your take? What is your likes and what is your dislikes? Go ahead, dude. And then I'll go after.
Like I said, unlike other crossovers with Saban, this was built up better than say Clash of the Red Rangers or a Legacy Battle or Dimensions in Danger, but I would say the episode, this third act, this one episode where they really cross over. It did feel rushed though, and like I know Ryan's gonna give us like various behind the scenes reasons as to why it happened, but the thing is, it doesn't change that I did not like the pacing. I feel like if they had the resources for it, they should have split this into 2 episodes. Same thing with Dimensions in Danger. That should have also been 2 episodes. Because I think we needed more time to have, and also I would have loved James Napier to be in this team up. Like I'm pretty sure he's doing director stuff that keeps him from like being in the episode, but I would have loved to see more interaction between him and Jason. I would have loved to see Connor and Jason interact. I would have loved to see Tyler interact with the 2 of them. I would love to see Devin interact with the 3 of them. You know, because like we have this Dino Legacy, and like Dino Thunder's just like way off to the wayside. And between the three, it is my favorite Dino season. Dino Thunder was my favorite of the three Dino seasons. And you know, I think it deserves a little more of the love. But also, I want the reason why I usually prefer 2-part team ups over 1-part team ups is we get more time to build up the relationship with the Rangers that are teaming up. Now, don't get me wrong. While I do have issues with Time for Lightspeed, as far as the chemistry between the two teams goes, it went pretty well. I think Connor and Wes had really good chemistry. But that's neither here or there.
You mean Cole and Wes?
No. I'm talking about Time for Lightspeed, which was a 1-part episode.
Carter and Wes. Okay, you said Cole.
Yeah.
Connor.
No, Cole and Wes. Yeah, they had 2 episodes. So much so that when they had a 3rd episode later on, it felt natural. But yeah, it's I definitely would have loved to see more footage of Goldar Maximus being menacing. Like honestly, like I watched this episode twice today, and I didn't really see much of Goldar Maximus like putting up fight on screen. We just see a lot of calamity in the background. We don't see so I don't really see the weight of the character being that strong. It's like it's like what Doug Walker always said, show don't tell. It's like, yeah, you could say that certain villain's the most powerful villain. Rita is the empress of all evil. Lord Zed is the emperor of all evil. Master Vile is the overlord of all evil. Freaking Dark Spectre's the monarch of the entire universe. But the thing is, it's because the reason why we believe the weight of those titles that we give those characters is because we see what kind of weight they have on screen. Like when first seen into the mutiny, we see what's it called? Lord Zed reprimanding Rita, sends her back to the dumpster, gives Goldar his wings, and destroys the Megazord on his first 3-part episode outing. That shows weight. And the fact that they're so more powerful than Lord Zed, that shows how powerful Dark Spectre is. But like Goldar Maximus, we don't really see how powerful he is, other than he just one-shots
the Great Battle Force Rangers.
I'm trying to remember his name.
Coda.
Sledge.
Oh, never mind.
He just one-shot Sledge. That's all we know about him. And at this point, anyone could one-shot Sledge. Let's be real.
Not really true.
He's our beloved comic relief South Park Kenny of Power Ranger villains.
Not really true, because Galvanex had a chance to one-shot him, but didn't do it or something.
Yeah.
Galvanex never met Sledge.
Galvanex never met him. You mean Mobius?
Sorry, I mean Manodius had a shot to one-shot Sledge.
But yeah, so like I would have loved to see more weight shown in the episode. And I think in that regard, Fox was right about the previous episode. They should have start off with having Coda send that message, or have Tyler send that message that that Earth 3 is in danger, and then have the episode start off with a flashback showing exactly what happened on screen. And I also take issue with the whole like season 1-itis with Devin, not gonna lie.
Anyway,
there's a lot of good things to say about this episode. It's just that compared to the previous episode, it's just a little underwhelming is all. And I think making it a nice long 2-parter and have James Napier on screen would have just made it a perfect 10 instead of just a low 9.
You still give it a 9? Wow. Okay.
I would have went with 8.5, but I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. But my negative comments are more nitpicks than they are like.
Yes,
we need this episode is garbage, but it's not garbage. It's just it's just underwhelming compared to the buildup we got. But at least, unlike previous team ups, we actually got build up. I respect it for that much.
And we went to Cam. What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the episode had some clever writing. It had like clever fan service. It was great to see the Megazords on screen again. We can, now we've seen the Falcon Zord and the original Megazord. Now we need the Thunder Zords because they really need to come back after their shocking defeat. It was kind of satisfying to see, like Zordon ended up being true, that Kimberly would return as the Pink Ranger. Also, there's a scene where she's like patting, there's a scene where we see Kimberly patting like two of the other Rangers. I was like, that seems like a very Kimberly-ish thing to do. And it's cool to see, presumably the original 5 reunite, and it's cool to see the Dino Thunders. I thought the Dino Thunder Rangers were surprisingly well handled, despite the fact that they weren't none of their actors were there. Like, I thought it was satisfying to see them beat Snide up, and we got to see, and like that scene at the end where Connor says, "I don't think you've seen the last of Evox," because they've had some experience where they thought an enemy was gone, but then they would come back, the next
Soundtracks.
Mezagog too. And let's see. And the battle was great. It felt weirdly, I thought it felt like Shattered Grid, like the opening battle where they're being ambushed. And like there was some clever like writing, like you could be like, okay, this is the reason why this is happening and stuff like that. Except for that scene at the end where Shelby and Riley are just like, well, we're staying morphed because we're not really here. That was, like I said, what I believe is going on works for every other part of the episode but that. Overall, yeah, it's rushed, but I think it's clever. It's kind of like a 3-act structure, and like these are like the first 2 acts were so good, and then this one kind of chokes under pressure. Just be like, too much pressure, because it's everything's kind of weighing on it. But I say it's great to see these characters again. It's great to see this action. It's clever use of the Sentai footage. I'm probably going, if it had simply the fight with Goldar fighting the Mighty Morphin Rangers, I think I would have given this, maybe have the fight with Goldar fighting the Rangers, and maybe drop Devin's, season 1 recap. Then this would have been a 10, but I give it a 9.
Okay. So for me, originally my score of this was actually a 7. Originally it was a 7. But then rewatching it, because I know it's like, okay, the past episode dude set up right. Honestly, if this was a movie, again, I'm going to argue if this was a movie. This was a movie, I think it was supposed to be a movie. This would have been one of the best Power Ranger TV movies, because setup, it was great. I could say it's like, oh, it was focused on Jason. Honestly, this series, Saga was not focused on Jason. It was focused on Dino Charge.
Wait, who said it was focused on Jason?
I've seen a lot of people comment like, oh, like, it's going to be focused on Jason. We're kind of disappointed Jason. Like, well, if I had to argue, Jason was not the main point of this saga.
They just need a backup. That's it.
The episode doesn't come off
like in Dimensions in Danger, Tommy was definitely the focus of the episode.
Yeah. But this one, it was Dino Charge. This is Dino Charge. Because the thing is, it sets up with Keeper, right? Keeper was in that episode, right? And then I was in that. Yeah, it's basically Jason was just a backup. He was there to help guide Devin and mentor, because again, he needed help, and Jason was coincidentally the one who answered the call. So yeah, so that's why him mind. Yes, we're excited for Austin John coming back, but the saga didn't really focus on Austin John or Jason. It focused on the continuation of the Earth 3. I'm actually kind of glad that we actually see more of what's going on with Earth 3. Like, okay, they're actually still, but anyway, overall, I liked the episode. Without the previous episode, I would still give it 7. But with this episode, honestly, it was good. I liked it. Yes, it was rushed and a little underwhelming, but I enjoyed it. It's better than Dimensions of Danger, no lie. Even though it had some epic fight moments, but how it was handled.
I mean, that one epic fight moment, but yeah.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, I wish they actually had Goldar versus Jason, like they're all reminisce, like for how Tommy fought like the evil cyborg robot. I would love to see that. Well, again, it was maybe sacrificed for awesome Megazord battle because we haven't seen it, because that was actually epic. I actually love that part. I was like, yes!
So for the YouTube crowd, keep this in mind. Ryan hates Megazord battles because he feels that they're all the same. Which actually, Beast Morphers actually has done different types of Zord battles this season, so I've been happy about that.
I'll say that. I'll admit this. I don't really like Zord battles, but But what Beast Morphers did, like their Zord battles is interesting, and also not this one. Like, oh god, I was like, yes, this is an actual good Zord battle. And what's funny is like they didn't have this in Forever Early, of course, again due to budget reasons. But at least for this one, he actually was able to. Oh, can we acknowledge that Jason actually mentioned Serpentera? Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
That was
Serpentera.
that was funny because when Jason first met Serpentera back in season 2, he
was
was
the final episode.
Austin wasn't actually around for that. Like
Yeah.
the rest, half of his team was, but now in this case, he's the only one there, and the rest of his team is just. It's just
Oh man, it would have been great if Walt was in that episode too. Now,
I mean, and to be fair, he didn't know who Serpentera was because of Forever Red, because they had to
Yeah.
destroy Serpentera again.
oh god, it looked so ugly in Wild Force.
2002 CGI. That's all I have to say.
I'll say this though. God, I'm trying to
Well,
remember
hold
what I
on,
wanted to say.
Ryan, did you
But
get your score yet?
Ryan had a point though.
Hold on, Ryan, did you get your score yet?
huh? No,
Did
not yet. Guys.
Oh, go ahead.
Anyway, my score. Again, writing was okay, except with season 1 Devinism. But anyway, well, maybe okay, I'll say this. Maybe he just felt too cocky. Maybe he's already like, hey,
Nah. There's no excuse for that no more.
I don't know.
You have
Until
fought,
Evox is gone, there's no excuse.
I don't know.
like
but,
you just got your daddy back. You got your father back because Evox was kind of your daddy for a cool minute.
Evox was
All
your
right.
daddy.
I don't know. Anyway. So without that,
I love you, son. Great job winning that game tournament.
and also, I mean, also there's one scene that like that was funny, but that was kind of like actually I'll say this again: the Beast Morpher Rangers are all kind of OP because they literally one shot pewed Robo.
I think that's my biggest problem, but of the season. I think it's one of my big problems of the season. But we'll get to that when we get to the end.
Yeah, honestly, I like it because it showed that Rangers are not like flailing like maniacs. Like,
But go ahead.
9 out of 10, but it's a low 9.
Low 9. Okay.
Right.
So
So we're about on the same boat. And
All right.
actually, about what Ryan said, I actually agree. I prefer like normal sized battles over like giant
Megazord
sized
battles?
battles, which is why I prefer Kamen Rider over Ultraman because they're the two opposite extremes. But I do like the Megazord transformations.
Anyway,
That part I do like.
All right, so I'm gonna be the bad guy today. Okay, so, I'm not to echo what both Mike and Kent have said. Yeah, I kind of do wish that Goldar. I'm not asked for because I understand, we can't have everything from the movie be part of this special, but I would at least like to see Goldar versus the MMPR Rangers. I don't like. Because, come on now. Goldar was one of the first big villains. He was a second-in-command villain that the Rangers never beat. I would love for them to fight him and then do the, the Ultra Dino Super Spear type of thing. I think they should have kept that.
He was the first villain they fought, period.
Yeah. There's a lot that they could have done with this episode, but for what we got, I enjoyed it from beginning to end. I was happy to see Austin St. John come back. It was cool that once, like I said earlier in the show, this felt more like a epilogue to Dino Charge. An episode of Beast Morphers felt like it had a better ending than the actual ending to Dino Charge. It was a great epilogue saying yo, I passed the knowledge of the Morpher Grid to the new generation of Power Rangers that are on a completely different Earth. My job here is done as keeper. I like that. I honestly love the scene where Devin is calling the Rangers. I think that's a very no one really talks about that scene. I like it. It's really cool. And it's also stinks considering the fact that if he went in with body first, he just get vaporized like being Thanos snapped out of reality. I like that. I love the fight scene. The Megazord fight was probably my favorite part of the giant fight. Devin green arrowing Robo-Blaze in just one shot. I was a little disappointed because I would like to see
Hey, we learned that from? Carl Grayson's tactic of Power Rangers.
No.
I
got one better. He learned it from the Indiana Jones school. No epic fights.
No,
Boom.
Carl Grayson does that.
It was Oh, sorry.
It's like, I don't have time for Bonnet to make more toys.
I don't care.
It was at that moment when he one-shots Blaze. I was just like, they've been doing this with them on purpose this whole time.
Yeah.
They've been.
Wait, but still, I was like, oh, Carl Grayson would have done that. So Carl Grayson was so proud. Like, I'm so proud of you.
But other than that, I do agree. I originally my score of this episode was a little higher, but I had a lower because when it's all said and done, I think that part 1, part 2, and even the Chaku episodes that helps the Chaku episodes and Devin's dad being Evox honestly set up everything that was supposed to happen. I think those episodes were a lot stronger than what we got here, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, let's just face it. We all want to see the epic fight. We all want to see this adaptation of Super Sentai in American form, just so we can see all 3 Dino Rangers team up. Let's just keep it 100 for real, not for play. Okay, that's what we got. But other than that, like I mean, it was a cool action scene, but does it do anything for the story? It does, but it's not as strong as part 1 and part 2. Mm-hmm. But having said that, because I don't want to nitpick and everything like that, because Kent and Ryan and Mike, you guys have said your piece. I don't want to echo it. I'm actually gonna give it an 8 out of 10. This episode is it's a good episode. Don't get it wrong, and I think it has a great payoff when you think of how the Dino Charge season ended. Earth Prime getting destroyed, them having the new 52 it, and making Earth 3. This is a good epilogue for the Dino Charge Rangers. And whether we do or don't see them in Dino Fury, since Dino Fury will be looking at the origins of the morphing grid. If we don't see them, I'm okay with it because this episode ended their story with a nice little bow on top. 8 out of 10.
Good.
Okay, let's go to comments, guys. Comment section.
Wait, real quick. What's up, Kent?
I wanted to mention right quick, just the Ebox's Zord. It's funny he referenced Serpentera at the same time in both, because Evox's Zord is actually a god in the Japanese version, and it's kind of funny because Serpentera,
it's also a god.
And so that was a clever reference. Also, I thought that was a clever change as well. And the thing looks so CGI'd, why couldn't it pass as a Zord anyway? So just wanted to mention that.
All right, guys.
All right, YouTube and Facebook comments time, guys. Let's do this.
All right, Fox Ranger says, "What's up? What's up, man?"
Say Fox.
Dino Thunder come back. Blue come back voice acting. No, he did not.
No, unfortunately. But real quick, okay, I want to nitpick, but I have to. Y'all gonna get a black guy to voice the Blue Dino Thunder Ranger?
Maybe he was a black dude. You just don't know. Anyway.
Probably. I'm just assuming now. Go ahead.
I know plenty of black guys that can emulate a white person's voice.
Yeah,
true. Continue.
Frank can do it. Anyway, Christian Drees, what's up? What's up, man? Official UK Rangers Spider-Man.
Official. Hey, shouts to the UK, man. Hey, this is the first time we have a UK watcher.
Just real. Okay, but I think when he was singing, oh my god.
Spider-Man.
Hey, look, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm just saying.
Let's see more. Eric Sanchez says, nice reference to Spider-Man, Spider-Verse. Yeah. Hey,
I'm just saying, I'm the best Spider-Man. I'm just saying, I'm the best Spider-Man. You know what? Shouts to my boy Peter Parker. Without Peter Parker, Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, all them things would have never existed. So, shouts to my boy Pete.
Jet, real pardon.
Jesus Christ. Davey Dacus, the Great Connection episode rushed like it played so fast with extra things. Yeah, I know. I mean, it is what it is, but overall, it was a good episode. It's the follow-up that was great.
And maybe we'll get an extended version at some point.
And Hasbro, release the Hasbro cut of the Great Connection. On Blu-ray.
Let's see. Austin was asked if we would have some completely more sequence, but Xavier from Saban saying they had already gone over the budget on the previous episode. It's not Saban, it's Hasbro. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because they actually did a lot with the past 2 episodes. So, hi, can you? Hey, I admit that flip though with the power coin, that was actually legit cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it reminds me of Kamen Rider Birth.
Yeah, Fletcher Morris. Hi, can you check out my Power Rangers on Facebook? We like. Oh, sure, yeah. I'll check you guys out.
Yeah, heck yeah. Anything to help out the other Ranger community members. Let's do it.
Fox Ranger. I would love to see Ninja Storm and Morphers crossover. That's very over, dude. I mean,
She said, "Oh yeah."
yeah.
See, if anything, I'm upset that in Ninja Steel we didn't get a crossover with Aquatar Alien Rangers and Ninja Storm because in the Japanese version they did have a crossover with those 2 seasons.
Mike, I'm just
I
saying
think-
right now. We talked about this for
I mean,
so long.
I think that means they didn't really sacrifice it because of the Dimension Danger one. Because budget wise, I think that's what I heard. That's the reason why they sacrificed it.
Once
Mystic
again-
Quest and SPD not happening is still the biggest wasted opportunity. Okay.
Okay. I think Great Connections better. Yes, it's better than Legendary Battle. Honestly.
I whether you guys like this episode or not, by default, this is the best crossover episode.
Yes.
To be fair, even Dimensions in Danger was better than Legendary Battle.
Extended version was better too, but
I also saw this episode when it aired in UK, so I don't care what you. Again, bro. So it is what it is. We're doing it for the fans that haven't watched it. So
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
So Frank, I mean, yes, you can say that, but the thing is, there's some fans that haven't watched episodes yet that want to keep the honor code, so we're doing it for them. So
Yeah,
Right.
I'm already gonna be watching the rest of the episodes, but I know our boy Mike here is gonna watch them on a weekend basis. We can't, so we can't do that. We can't do that. To
we're gonna have to respect. We're respecting the fans that don't want to honor to the honor code. So
Yeah.
I mean, you watch this, but honestly, it's up to you guys. It's up to you. About Omar Hossein, have you watched it? Okay, cool. You loved it. Oh, you loved it. See. Ike Perez. Oh, and also, guys, no spoiling for future.
Oh yeah, we got. Okay, so I think we gotta continue to mention this.
This team must be out of place. It should be down. Yeah, I agree. Well, actually, no.
No, because
As
if
I've
it was
said
if it was
before,
a Dino Charge,
if you're gonna have as I've said at the beginning of the review, if we're gonna have a team up that does have Mighty Morphin, Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, and a Grid Battle Force, it would work better if they did it in Grid Battle Force and have Grid Battle Force be after a Dino Charge, because otherwise, like when they do have it in Dino Charge, it'd be like, what are you guys doing here? This is a Dino team up. We're not dinosaurs. Get out of here. Get out of here. But like by having Grid Battle Force be after Dino Charge and having the crossover in Grid Battle Force, then you could justify all 4 teams being together instead of just those 3, because it's like, look, guys, I know the 3 of you are having your crossover thing, but this is our season, so we get to be in it.
Yeah. Tadakis. When Jason first appeared and walked through the portal, I thought it appeared in front of him in this new area, so he walked through to get the belt. What?
Jason probably owned a news place and it's like, oh, what's this? Okay, boom.
Wing 12. First
What's up,
RIP.
Wing?
First RIP tweet rang. Makes us combine around me of lights. Yeah, I did. And also the weapons too. Remember to combine all of them.
Mhm.
So I still wish we got that Goldar versus MMPR Ranger fight though.
Yeah, I would have loved to see the Tokugers fight Snide, just like in the end credits of the movie. Snide just got his butt kicked by a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Actually, that was E-Box.
After meeting Ashley St. John for real 4 times, I still enjoy him speaking Beast. Oh yeah.
It was good. It was a good change of pace.
Alright, sure is an odd way of honoring her, same way they honored our Axelrod, and now to bring Kurgan here. When they can easily bought back. Again, maybe I can't speak for them, but maybe again it was they're busy or stuff. Again, we can't speak for them. But I can confirm that Jeffrey Dolan and Chris was able to do their voices back.
Mm-hmm.
No coming. So DC Green came back. Yeah, and so did Shelby and Riley came. Camille Hyde and Michael Tabor actually did their voices back.
Yeah, Brandon he actually confirmed it.
Yeah.
Your brand confirmed it in his YouTube page. Timmy Dacus. I thought it was Aisha because someone told me since Tweet died, said her character died also, but from illness. So I guess Aisha took her place to Aisha. Nah, well maybe, but thing is, the posing it's legit. It's legit Trini.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. I actually made a prediction post a long time ago saying if they do this team up, I would like it if they keep the Yellow Rangers identity a mystery, so it's up to the audience to say maybe that's Trini, maybe that's Aisha, maybe that's Boy, maybe that's Becky G, maybe that's Audrey Dubois.
Jesus Christ.
Boy.
Two doctors. When the Dino the Red they made it sound like Connor is much older than James Napier sounds now. Yeah.
And Connor old now.
He is old. He's technically a soccer coach now. Cameras that remind me of Pat Tomdron. Oh my god. Anyway, hey, that gets that. Oh, yeah, I said that.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Sasha Marvels. I just wish there was more extended team. They might do it. Maybe they might do it.
Release the Hasbro cut. Nickelodeon released the Hasbro
By the way, I
cut.
want to give props to the guy who made the Digimon reference. Like, I don't know that many people that are fans, big enough fans of Digimon Frontier to remember who Peldramon is.
Hello.
I said I haven't met many people.
Hey,
I didn't say I did not meet any people. Oh my God, it's Xana. Come on, guys, we gotta go to the supercomputer.
Anyway, Candy Thomas says hello. What's up, man? And I love your unknown avatar. Speaking of Digimon, Pokemon for life. Just kidding.
That's Koryoko, dude.
I know, but it looks like an unknown for me.
Oh
Return to the past now.
The real hero, Devin's gaming addiction. Actually, that's true.
Yes, you're right. Because if he didn't go to that gaming tournament, he wouldn't get hit by that meteor, which means he wouldn't be able to summon Jason, which means he wouldn't be able to summon the other MMPR Rangers, which means they wouldn't be able to summon the Megazord.
Yeah, so shout out to video games. You guys are the real heroes of this episode.
Wait. Never mind.
No, it's a hero. The real hero is David's gaming addiction.
And actually, that means Spinel is the real hero.
Wait. Fox, is your arc complete now of the Blood?
Did you watch the stream last night?
No, I was doing an article. Remember?
Oh, yes, it is. I beat Bale.
There you go. The finale, the 8 parts.
And now I can finally get back.
Our boy Fox is finally a man.
I can finally get back to playing Final Fantasy VII.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Ever wonder why Tommy's not in it as black? Because wonder if it happened, but say more of it. One time, right? I don't know.
Well, to be fair, if I remember, he did not appear in the movie, so there was no point in bringing him back.
Yeah, there was no point bringing back the Green Ranger because the Borai is not in the special.
And they did not bring the Black Ranger or the White Ranger back in the movie either. It's just the 5 main Jew Ranger and the 3 main Abba Rangers.
Wait, I got an update. Christian, according to Jake, the voice who did that Thunder Red was the guy who played James Navarro. Oh my God, Tyler's dad?
Oh really?
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Tyler's dad.
So Connor confirmed was old.
Actually, no, the Aqua Ranger. Yeah,
he did not age.
Yeah, because he didn't age. Well, Tyler's dad's technically a Power Ranger, so the Aqua Ranger.
To be fair, James Navarro, that dude doesn't look like he's aged at all either. That's gonna be Tyler's dad. I'm like, man, you can clearly tell, like he's supposed to be in his 40s, but he looks like he's 25.
I love how in Kyorager, the Aqua Ranger's powers ends up going to the Blue Ranger's sister.
Yeah, because Energem doesn't technically makes you immortal. It doesn't make your age.
Yeah, like how Koda is like 10,000 years old, officially making him the oldest ranger in the show.
Yep.
Yep, they can't keep him warm inside a old rusted building.
Actually, no, is there a Zenowing?
One of them. The next question.
Anyway. Okay. Jason saying it's 4% gives me chills. Yep, it does always give me chills. Like honestly, when he's fucking when Austin said it's 4%, I kind of like actually did that. Like,
it's like Chris Evans saying, "Avengers, assemble."
Anyway, let's see. Okay, let's see. Spider-Man 29. No, it's Miles Morales, bro. Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Again, why is everybody getting me confused?
You got the wrong Latino Spider-Man.
I'm not 29. I'm not Peter Parker.
He's not Miguel.
Miles doesn't talk like that, Peter Parker.
You sound like Michael Jackson.
Hey, yo, listen. I am not Peter Parker.
That's it.
I'm Miguel. I'm Miles. That's it. That's all. There's only one Miles Morales. You dig?
That's how he speaks. There you go. That's there. You're going too much Peter Parker. Anyway,
I can't be a Spider-Man. I'm Miles. Just Miles.
Anyway,
Well, justify
I
this.
like seeing the Dino Rangers using their Z-Rex Blaster throwing. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was cool too.
That was tight. That was real good.
One
It's
more.
like it's like seeing. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I like it when just like you guys will still be Rangers next year and never. That is true. That actually, that is true. That is like true. So like it basically is the once a Ranger, always a Ranger time. That time, you know.
Mhm.
Like once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
I
All
know
right.
it's multiple parter, man.
All right, guys.
If
That
you
ends it.
need-
That was a long episode.
I'll be there.
All right. So before I leave, I want to show up my Lakers championship hat.
No, ha. That's the case here. Give it a second. I gotta take this off. Hold on.
Also, go Dodgers! The World Series, game 4.
Real quick,
Reckless
hold
Fox.
Hold up. Show off that gear real quick. Show off that gear.
Yeah, so here it goes. It's like a championship t-shirt.
This is a no clipper zone. I want to say this one more again. This is a no clipper zone. LA Clipper fans, this ain't your zone. You are not Lobs. You had a chance with Lob City. You had a chance with Kawhi and Paul. This is a no clipper zone. LA is represented, has, and always will be by the LA Lakers. Morphin Network is an LA Lakers zone. I'm going to say it one more again. Morphin Network is a Los Angeles Lakers zone.
And Dodgers. All right, guys. Before we go, Fox, where can you find you?
You can find me web slinging at Instagram and Twitter, @Reckless_Fox. Find me on YouTube page, Reckless_Fox, and find all my latest game content on Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. And at the time of this recording, if you want more content, myself, Mike, Jen, and Thunder Chica, we do our video game podcast every weekend. SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. The Scroll Game Podcast every weekend. We'll have a brand new episode tomorrow night. And Alex Hutchinson from Google Stadia, I'm coming for you. Other than that, Mike, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BrokenCoward. You can find me on Instagram at Chrono_cosplay. And now that a certain someone is done playing Bloodstain, I could do Zangetsu run.
Anyways, Kent, where can they find you?
Instagram Brown_K, QR Ranger Book. Also catch me here on the Morphin Network where we're doing lots of zany stuff. And where can we find you, Daggy?
What?
Daggy?
Daggy.
As
in
Daggy.
As it's short for
Daggy.
Dagger Boy.
Oh, Daggy. Yeah, I said Daddy. Oh, Dagger. Okay, Daggy. So that was Daddy. Anyway,
Daggy.
you
I
can
heard
find
Daggy.
me. Oh, Daggy. Okay, all right. You can find me on Instagram. That's your boy 247. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Morphin Network. Also, you can find me as I write. Also follow Luminary as actually I can say now I'm actually an official writer for Luminary. I actually wrote 3 articles. I want to publish my 4th one. Maybe soon. I don't know when, but yeah. All right, guys. This is Morphin Network. Before we go, we want to reveal. I have major news. The real identity of the Black Spider-Man is the Dancing Fox. Bye,
Okay,
guys.
I don't know who that is. That I don't know who that is. That's not me. That's
That
not
is
me.
you. That's
That's
you.
not me. I'm Miles Morales, homie. No,
Okay, leave me now. Bye bye.
whatever.